Hello, dear people.
Hi, everybody.
Happy Wednesday, Andrea.
Scott was late.
I know. I was sitting on a pot too long.
You were what?
Oh, I mean, I was giving myself a fresh do.
I see we both wore a blue hoodie tonight. We're in
we're matching. We must
matching.
be
connected
in the
already.
same zone. We're zoning.
We're zoning in.
You know, blue is for intuition. So
let's do it.
Let's get it on.
Hi, everybody.
So I did put what we're going to check in on tonight in the description, but the first thing I thought was very fascinating would be discussion of time. What is time?
What is time?
Where does the past go? We have a present, past, and future. So we have a future in time, but it hasn't happened yet, right? So how is it possible for us to predict future? To give a reading for someone who's like, yes, you're going to get that job. And that kind of things. How do we know time? And where is the past? Where does that go? Is that like your fabulous Bob said? Does that go back to into a record, a hall of records for everyone in the universe? Does time affect with gravity?
Yeah, it just so happened when you mentioned it today, I saw something last night and it said time is relative to location and gravity. And I was like, whoa. And I'm like, I gotta read up on that. It's like a really interesting concept because gravity would be different on like the moon, on other planets. Maybe that affects time. It said maybe black holes don't have gravity, so they can go like travel through them really quickly in no time at all.
Right. It's just very fascinating. And you think of other dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you're in another dimension, then
what's time there?
What's time there? Because it's not physical, technically, that we know of.
So to me, most people think time going like this, right?
Right. That's another thing. Is it linear?
So to me, my whole life, ask anyone who knows me, I'm terrible with time. As you see, I was late tonight.
Oh, you said it was me.
No, it was really me.
Right. Forgiven.
Time goes like this. It's all at once. It's like, to me, it's like all at once. I don't know how to describe it, but that's what it feels like to me. Everything is all at once.
Mm-hmm.
Past, present, future kind of feels like that. Because I can feel I can remember something when I was like, 10, or I can remember something when I was 20, like that. Like it just, like I can still feel it.
That's another fascinating subject. How do we remember? Well, you of course, yeah. But we have all those images in our mind.
Yes.
The time from the past is that we have occurred is stored. Where is it stored?
Is it stored in our Akashic records and we access part of it when we need it? Or is it really stored in here?
Now we're alive and kicking. So my senses say that, like, the present time, we're always moving forward. I just said a word, I move forward. It doesn't matter if I talk really fast or talk really slow. Time still moves at the same speed. Right? and you think of the world, you and I communicating, that takes energy. To use my vocal cords, energy. Everything is energy. We need energy to remember. It takes energy in our mind and our synapses to remember those memories of falling off the swing set or whatever it may be. So what do you think? Is the past stored in an Akashic record, or is this like hanging out in the clouds where we just grab it whenever we want?
I love that you pick a really easy, light topic to start.
Oh, I've been fascinated ever since I popped in my head about time.
Yeah. I love it. And I think, we understand time here on Earth, but we know when we ask for signs or when we're reading the cards, ask questions, we know we can't get time as in minute calendar time. They don't respond like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? When we ask, we get general rough timelines, but nothing concrete. Like you can't say, what's going to happen or when is this going to happen? It's you can kind of figure it out, but it's not like to the minute.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think they use time the way we use time or that we understand time.
Who?
When we ask, spirit, source.
Oh, spirit. Okay. You kind of had, I was kind of gazing at the comments to see if.
What?
I was seeing if our peoples had any comments when we're talking here. So. So let's say in heaven, where our spirit goes and hangs out in love and light, there's no time. Do you feel that one? That there's no time. Spirit doesn't work on the clock.
Right. It just is. Do you know what I mean? Everything just is. There's no time. I think that's how to me, time doesn't go like this. It's all just at once. Now I know I woke up at, 7:00 this morning and now it's 7:00 at night. I know there's that kind of time. And yes, I was younger and now I'm older. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's more of a concept. I think everything just is all at once.
Well,
Past,
everything
present, future.
is.
And then you can access it on maybe different dimensions. Yeah, Cece says aliens don't use time like we do, because if they have ships, it would exceed our understanding of the speed of light. Mm-hmm.
Right. There's been videos and talk about time of the alien technology of ships. It would take like 15 minutes to go to the moon or half hour to go to Mars. Because when you get rid of gravity, you get rid of the barriers, it happens like that. So in that essence, we're bending time, fluctuating time. So time doesn't make any sense.
Well, let's look the distance from my house to your house. The time it takes to get there depends on your mode of transport. If you walk, if you ride a bicycle, if you drive a car, if you fly a plane. So in that case, time is relevant to the source you're using.
True. But time still elapses, whether it's a 8-hour drive to your house or a 3-hour flight.
But that's because there's no one answer. You can't say the distance between my house and your house is an hour, because that's not true. Mm-hmm. It's depending on the mode of transport. So maybe there's some kind of parallel concept with time on the bigger, it depends on your dimension, or it depends on our spacecraft or an alien spacecraft, which one, right?
All right. Since we've had this nice little talk about it,
Yeah.
let's get in the energy of some cartages, these things. What is the past in relationship to time?
Okay.
I guess try to see if the past is something that can be recaptured. Like bending time to go back in the past per se, or can we move forward in the future? But yeah, I have to look at Diva. I have to watch Interstellar again. It's been a long time.
Yeah, I gotta watch that again. So let's say Earth's gravity is heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Then then time is longer for us than if you're on another planet and there's not much gravity. Maybe that's, I don't know. Sounds good.
So let's say we were able to exist. We talked about wormholes. Let's say we're able to exist in an anti-gravity, anti-air, anything. Time would still be lapsing.
But I think isn't it when you go through those wormholes or whatever, you don't age? Because maybe it's got something to do with the gravity inside of it.
I've never really jumped into a wormhole, so there's no real proof that they're real. Good point, Renee. That's where I'm kind of leaning, that time is energy. Energy is everything. Those little electrons and protons just moving around. But the biggest question is about past, present, and future. How is that relationship with time?
Ooh, Cece, is time part of our free will?
Future is.
Mm-hmm.
Lori, I needed a wormhole.
Denise said, in shamanism, you can journey to the past as well as journey into the future. So that's like everything is. And it depends on where you are and where you're viewing it from. It's all sort of at once.
So then that would be linear. Or they talk about a block system too. You have your block of present, you have your block of past, and you have a block of future.
Frequency.
Diva says, I heard you can actually change your past by the actions done in the present. No.
You can't just say no. You didn't read it yet.
I did read it. This is what I heard. No.
Abraham says there is only now.
Not true.
Miss Charlotte says that.
If that is true, then how can readers, psychics, predict the future? There has to be a timeline available in the future. The future is always split. because you're going down the road in the present, right? Cruising along, let's say in your car. You have a choice. Do I take that ramp or I take that ramp? So your future is split in billions of directions. There is no direct path, but there is that energy of a path.
I think when we are reading cards or reading into the future, I wonder if we are seeing the most likely path to happen on that person's particular course that they're on. There's always free will and they can change things, but I wonder if we're tuning in to the one that's most likely going to happen.
Well, how can someone predict that someone's going to have a boy or a girl? That's a future that's unknown.
I always get it right.
There's got to be energy of past that are associated with our now. Or our spirits, our guides, God, the God source, have every possibility figured out in the future to know the computed outcome. Kind of like a computer analyzing code of a million billion different ways.
This is a really good question because, when I have premonitions or dream about something, then it happens like the next day or whatever, I've seen into the quote unquote future.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've seen into the future and I see what happens and then it happens. Am I connecting into another dimension so I can see what's coming next?
That could be. That's another good question. Is the future in another dimension, just waiting for us to explore? And technically, your future is time perceived correct. But the now free will and your thought process changes that predicted future. It's fascinating, isn't it?
If A, B, and C happen, then D is the next step. But if you go A, B, D, then E is the next step, right?
Sure.
That's free will.
Kind of like doing a Dukes of Hazzard over a broken bridge. You're supposed to go over the bridge, but then you jump it instead.
Oh.
You don't remember the show Dukes of Hazzard?
Yes, I remember, but okay. I didn't. Well,
I was making a joke.
I know the show. I don't remember the show, but I know the show.
Correct, Diana.
Energy is forever existent, therefore there is a future. Bridge between worlds.
Parallel universe.
Parallel universe.
My senses feel like everything's connected to energy. Energy and movement. Let's see, Barb's. Got to read Barb's here.
Laura Scannon connected with a man from Qumran, where the something Jesus was. So for that man, he was connecting with the future with Dolores. She also connected with Nostradamus.
I've seen most of Dolores's stuff, so
maybe it is, as Arlene said, vibrational frequency.
Lori's brain's already exhausted.
Oh, yeah. I like that he starts us out with this one.
But you know, this is why it's the most fascinating one. Well, that's why no one has come to a conclusion on time yet. No one. No physicist, no philosopher. You know, Einstein thought about it. Plato thought about it.
For those joining now, we are talking about the concept of time.
And now we are
what
talking
is
about
it?
I think we just need to talk to the shaman cards. See what they tell us.
Whoa. So you said you want to check on the past first?
Yeah. See what kind of energy we come up with. What is the past? Is it just like a record in our mind, or is it an akashic, like Bob says, or it's Miss May Timex hasn't figured it out.
They made a fortune off of it.
I prefer Casio.
I collect old pocket watches. I love old pocket watches. If anybody has a pocket watch they want to get rid of, an old fashioned, love those.
Time matters not when knitting. You should be a philosopher, Lori. Okay. Time. What is its past according to time?
I see like a stairwell sort of leading down this huge, beautiful stairwell.
Oh my God, I'm blurry again.
Oh my God. I said I see a stairwell going down, and that's the first card I got.
Well, that's a 7 of Swords.
Well, don't tell me, but I'm just telling you what I saw.
Well, I got the 5 of Swords. First card. The battle. The victory. Hangman.
I'm going with the first card and the card at the bottom of the deck. Those are the only two speaking to me.
Empress. Okay.
This is I could see this stairwell. It was a bit bigger though in my head. The stairwell is like down there, the past. And it's where lots of files are you can review. That must be like the Akashic Records. Tree of Life, Akashic Records.
Mm-hmm. That would be the 9. That would be the 9 of Pentacles.
I like these cards.
Yeah, I had them too. So the 9 of Pentacles is my Tree of Life card. It's the balance. The 9 of Pentacles is that balancing of everything.
This is the Akashic Records. Look at the books he's holding.
Yeah, you got the books. And then I had the Hangman. So that means that the past is lost, but it's still hanging on.
I wonder if the past is a dimension below us. I don't know. Just thinking.
I don't think so. Okay. The past has ended, but it's kept. I have Death and Page of Cups here. So the past has ended, but it's kept somewhere. This young man's holding the cup, so it's kept.
In the Catholic record, in the tree of life. Yeah.
And the star means it can flow between dimensions however you want with the past. But I think with these swords coming out here, some is lost. With that 5 of swords and 9 of swords.
Well, he is dropping the book. This book is falling. So maybe a little bit does get lost over time.
No matter what, you're never going to get it all back. But it is kept. The important stuff. The Queen of Cups. The important stuff. So how is that relationship with time? I forgot. Where did Bob say the Akashic records are held, according to him?
I think he said it dimensionally, everyone has a crystal. Like not a physical crystal in the earth, but a crystal in a conceptually. I don't know. I have to go back and watch the video.
I forgot.
It's so much to understand.
I know. It's like
So
Lori. Lori said, my brain is fried.
But here I see the tree of life and the Akashic records, and then I see like an owl image up here at the top, the all-knowing wise one, which is probably source, right? Connecting with everything, connecting with all the files, connecting with the tree of life. I really like these cards. I really like the vibe I got going right now. I don't understand it. I don't understand it all, but it feels really nice.
I have those cards, but I took them in my truck with me for work. And the overall energy I got is the Empress on the past.
Mystic crystals. Buddha Line had reading with Bob yesterday. Excellent.
Oh, yeah. I got one scheduled.
Nice. Bob and I are going to have a chat this weekend about our next show, so I'm pretty excited.
Yeah. I got mine scheduled for 2 weeks.
Nice.
Want to find out if I was an Egyptian princess or not.
You saw that I was a princess in the past. I mean, obviously. Right? Obviously.
Silly question.
Just how many princesses?
I think in my card throw this Empress is the key to the past. She's holding the scepter. Where does it go? Where does your time of your past go?
It's locked away. It's downstairs. It's accessible, but you have to go get it. And that would be probably through meditation, accessing the records.
Your guides.
Your guides.
The guides that have always been with you, store it. That's what I think. I've always sensed people have 2 guides that have been with them their whole life, and others rotate out when needed. Your spirit guides. That's what I'm getting from this. The Empress. Your spirit guides hold your past of time. And I forgot what deck this is. I think this is the Arcanum deck. Someone asked that. Okay.
Debbie was an oracle. Yay. Not a princess, but an oracle. Hey, I'd take that. I'd take that. If anyone's watching and they don't know who Bob is, he is Akashic Records consultant. If you want a reading with him, send me a message, lilacmessage@gmail.com, and I'll forward you to Bob. And there's 2 videos on my channel if you want to check it out. It's mind-blowing stuff. It's a lot to wrap your head around. That's for sure.
Well, that's cool, Buddha Lion. Yeah, most people that are intuitive, I get they have 4 guides. But I was saying that my sense is what I've gotten is that there's 2 non-earthbound guides that have been with you from birth. Never leave you. They're yours. That's what I'm told anyway. And there may be others that come in your life in and out whenever needed. So if you're intuitive, psychic, got it going on, I think you have 4. The average Joe has 3. The average Trumper might have less. I don't know. I haven't read on them.
They actually need more, don't they?
Yeah, they need a couple more.
Yeah.
So anyhow, okay. Are you feeling the same vibe on the past? Where the past?
I don't know. I gotta be honest. It feels really good. It felt comfortable. It felt warm. It felt like home. It felt like it's there, but you have to go get it. So the past is there. It's how you access it.
Because I was trying to tap in and sense. I'm like, it doesn't go to a crystal. I don't think that. It's stored somewhere, obviously, to capture it. Otherwise Bob can't.
It's like
because Bob can't.
Well, you know what? Ask him when you chat with him. It's like a metaphorical crystal, not like a crystal in my hand crystal. Right?
There's got to be some kind of bite or some kind of
crystal.
What do you call those things? Thumb drive.
Because I said I want to go find my crystal. I want to go see all the crystals and find mine. And he goes, "Well, no, it's not like that." I'm like, "Oh."
Okay. How do you pick your guides? They're assigned to you.
You make an agreement.
Yeah, it's all done in your.
Yeah, and apparently we can be each other's guides in different lives. So one life, I might be your guide, and you might be mine in another.
Yeah. When you're doing your life review, you can choose, hey, I want to be someone's guide for a while. But since you were living, usually you don't stick with that person, forever.
Yeah, you might not be with them the whole time. You might do a phase of their life or.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's my sense.
Yep.
Okay. So we got, and the present is the present, right? Can't really change the present. So everything is energy.
Well, you have free will in the present as well. You can.
Yes.
I can do this, or I can do this, or I can do this. I can drink my pop.
You just created a past.
Right?
Wow. Incredible. Okay, now we got a lot to get to. We still got to figure out time in essence of the future. Aw. Best Wi-Fi is down. Aw.
Uh-oh. Someone said if your guides get fed up with you, can they switch out? They don't pass judgment.
No. There's no judgment. Right. No, they don't switch out.
They don't switch.
They only switch out when you're changing things in your life.
Yeah, if you don't need them, if you've passed a lesson or,
Right. Yeah. Once you pass that lesson of learning, then another one might come in for a different set. Let's say you get married, you start having kids. That one from your childhood probably isn't needed anymore. There might be a new one come in. It all depends. Like myself, per se, I had, before 2000, I had no clue what guides were, right? But my first learning lesson of how to be intuitive and everything, one of my guides was my Aunt Ida. I could see her in my mind. I knew who it was, And then she went away. And then I had no clue what guides I had, right? Well, then I had another awakening. And now I sense it's my great grandmother for my next journey. So they move on. Maybe Aunt Ida's like, hey, it's my time to go back to Earth. She needed a break. I needed a break, maybe, and then someone else came in. So it all depends on your life and what's going on. So, how does the future affect time?
What is the future with respect to time? What is the future? I hear the word infinite. I see all kinds of branching out, all kinds of lines just going everywhere.
I'm in an agreement there.
It's funny, all the cards are upside down except for one. And this guy showed up in the last one. I just didn't show him. This is almost like we have the power, the past and the future, right? Maybe this guy's free will. Maybe this guy is power.
In the future, too. Dang.
Yeah, he showed up in the past and the future. Maybe he's the connection to the source with his light staff.
Hey, Keith. So I was in agreement with you. I was seeing the same lines. It's like there's millions of ways you can go in the future. So I think that was all your destinies that can happen. So you got your future going. The energy is pushing you which way your free will chooses.
Yeah.
So.
Base of the deck, same two cards, but upside down. So like the reverse of the past, they're in the future. Maybe those stairs go up. Right? The stairs go up. This guy, I see balance, strength, Page of Pentacles. Those are some nice cards. So, the wonderment of the future, the magic of the future, the balance of the future, the strength of the future. And then this guy, it's like what we can control, what we choose. Future's what you make it. She's got her magic wand. What do I want?
Yeah, I got that too.
He's got a magic wand. He's got a magic wand. You can create your future. You can connect to source, create your future, but that doesn't tell me what time is. Unless I'm going by those cards I got before in reverse, that they're there. It's just the other way. Up the stairs.
Time is infinite.
Yes.
Time is a past.
That's the
time is a choice.
Infinity symbol. Yep, what you choose. Time is.
And then there's a crossroad. But the future also dictates from the past.
Ooh, maybe that's why that guy's here. Right?
Yeah. I'm getting the past influences the future.
And it's what you make it. It's connected to the past, but it's what you time is yours. Time's what you make it. You can create your future. Every single moment, we have the power to decide what we want to do next. So in that way, you're in
Right.
control, right? You can decide if you want to drink your pop or if you want to go downstairs or if you want to watch a TV show. You have the power.
The past affects the time in the future because you have that choice in that sense of what your free will is like, well, I'm not going down that path again, kind of thing.
Because you're connected to the past and maybe some of your past lives. And you can remember, even subconsciously, what happened if you were to do something. So that's why you don't do it, right?
Right.
So the past can dictate the future, but you still have free will.
So Miss Charlotte thinks you can't predict the future, you predict the frequency. The future is, so according to that theory, the future of time is a prediction of what you've done in the past.
So when we're reading on something or someone, we are probably tapping in to this guy. Maybe that's a guide that can help us connect to the past and what will this person do? What is the most likely most strongest frequency or energy path that we are taking?
Oh my gosh.
What?
You know the old saying, everyone we've met now, 90% of the time we've had a past life with.
Mm-hmm.
So we've met, let's say we probably met in a past life.
Thank you, Buddha Lion.
Thank you. So we met in a past life, per se. And we're going to change what happened in that past life subconsciously, because that wasn't what was supposed to do. So you're predicting what you've done in the past life and that change. So the future has not happened, won't happen.
But we can predict or see the most likely outcome
From our past life influences.
And from what we're getting from source or whatever, right? Well, whatever we're connecting to when we're reading, we're picking up on the energy of the most likely outcome. Based on the past, based on the whatever we're accessing.
I think so. It's all mysterious. The moon drops here. It's a different thing with the Seven of Swords, but the same card. With the going down the stairs with the books.
Yep.
The same card you got, but this is that figure. So we got the records of our past in past lives, and everything we've continuously done to the present will predict the future according to time. Dang.
So we are connecting, you as in, like, let's say you and I when we're reading, or other readers. we are able to tap into the past and source or whoever it is helping us calculate the probabilities of what is going to happen, the most likely outcome, given
We're not. They are.
they are. Yeah. That's what I mean.
Their infinite computer works a lot better than ours.
They're sharing the knowledge through us, and we try to interpret it in the cards or in our sensations or our dreams. So the past is on record. The past is on record. The future is probable outcome.
Right.
But
And there's many lines and destinations you can take.
Yeah. And it's all based on what you choose to do.
With your free will.
Changes the course or where the outcome ends. I like it. Gave me a headache, but I like it.
So time is technically linear.
To me, it feels like almost like a vortex or a vacuum or the center of a hurricane, right? Or a tornado. If you were looking up and everything's going on around you all at once, from the past and the future. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a dreamer.
Crazy nos. I just, so in that sense, I don't think time travel would be possible. If the future hasn't happened, how can you jump to the future?
Well, if you're on it, let's see. If you're on a different dimension, you could probably travel to all the outcomes. So you could travel to the future on a different dimension. How do you like that?
Can't remember what movie it was, but they were saying that the same thing cannot occupy the same space in a different timeline. I can't remember what movie it was or show, but they would jump times, but they'd have to avoid their other self because the same could not occupy the same space. So if you move between dimensions, you are not here. You're traveling. So you're changing your time. You're changing your future. Yeah, time cop or something. Yeah, time cop. Thank you.
But if you, let's say, for example, astral travel, you can go
That's
somewhere.
your spirit, though. Your spirit can go anywhere,
But,
jump dimensions, whatever, easily.
So then your spirit could go see the future.
But the future is not. Your
spirit could go see all of the probable outcomes in the future of it.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Could
Thank you, Lady Jennifer.
The spirit could check out.
You could take, let's say there's 4 probable outcomes for something. Spirit could go and check all 4 and see the future of each.
I believe that would be correct. Yes.
Yeah, that feels right.
All right, before we move on, we're at 50 minutes of time. Yeah, the multiverse.
What is time?
What is time? It's in the past.
It's in the past.
The multiverse theory seems very logical too. Each choice creates a new timeline. Because we all have choices all the time. take this road, take that road, take that road, date this person, don't date this person. You make your choices. I'm not going to have sushi tonight. I'm going to have, mac and cheese, Premonition dreams. I think premonition dreams are like deja vu.
Well, that's your spirit having traveled the
Things repeating, a premonition about what's going to happen is something that's happened in the past. Things repeat.
But deja vu is a feeling that you've already been somewhere before. So your spirit could have traveled to this outcome, seen it, and then when it actually happens, you're like, hey man, I already know this. Like, I know exactly what's going to happen here.
Is it? I think I did a reading a long time ago. If it's possible to time travel physically, and I think I got no.
That's a good question.
I'm gonna throw 3 if it's physically possible to time travel.
Yeah, but we have to ask for humans because maybe other species.
Human. Can a human being,
time travel?
as is, time travel to the future?
Human beings, as of today, would they be able to time travel? Are they able to time travel? Physically, in the physical body. Are humans in their physical body able to time travel? Present day. Are humans in their physical body able to time travel?
Action. I get no. The physical body can't handle it.
Yeah.
The action of the physical body to time travel, the body would malfunction and then there would be a drastic end.
Yeah. There'd have to be a change to the body to be able to do this. So, I don't think the body, as we are today, so home is your body. Humans as they are today, I don't think so. Now, I got this upside down, so maybe in the future it can be written, can be done, who knows, but not right now.
So, I think that's what our alien friends can do. They can manipulate the body. But that's for speed, though, too. I think you need a manipulation to go that fast because the human body can't handle those G's to go that fast.
Yeah.
So there would have to be a absent of gravity, absent of space and time to go that fast.
So should we see if aliens can travel through time?
Sure. Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you. Are aliens able? Are aliens able to travel through time? Are aliens able to physically travel through time with their bodies? Aliens able to physically travel through time.
Miss Charlotte, yes, I believe that.
I get that maybe not so much in their physical body, but they figured out, remember I had this before, how to change themselves to go through time. So they've figured it out, how to travel through the stars or the universe, different worlds.
You just said stars.
Yeah.
Temperance, balancing the body, how to do it.
Yeah, I got balance as well. So there's something they figured out. There's something they know that they're able to travel and change time, or they change their body through time to travel through time.
Gosh, I'm not sure how to explain it. I don't think it's physically possible, but it's something to do with the mind.
Yep.
Some kind of manipulation done with the mind.
Maybe they can, like.
But what I'm getting is that you have to be in death.
Oh. Or transformative. You've transformed your body into something else.
Yeah, you have to be in death or a different
state
or transformation.
Yep. And they figured out how to do it. Some aliens have figured out how to do it.
When the devil dropped out, I heard manipulation.
Yeah.
But there's got to be a balance. It's temperance, angel.
Miss Charlotte says we can do it too, but we just don't know how. Yeah, we might learn in the future.
Who that?
Miss Charlotte.
Oh, okay. So in spirit and mind. Oh, I just heard meditation. You can travel in meditation. You can go to the future in meditation.
Again, they probably can get to a vibrational state or dimensional state meditating.
Yeah.
And I wonder if they can project themselves, like an image of themselves where they go. So you might see a hologram of them instead of the real body, because they can't move their bodies. Fine.
Does that make sense with dreams?
Right.
Astral projection,
yeah.
Remote viewing, channeling, whatever. You're getting into that dimensional space and you're able to bend the time however it needs to be in all those directions of that matrix or whatever you want to call it to tap into what might happen. And then you decipher the most likely outcome.
Well,
Beth said tinkering. She's tinkered. Beth's been tinkered with. Her DNA has been tinkered. All right. Time cards going away. All right. Should we say we solved the mystery of time?
We did. You saw it here, folks.
We solved the mystery of time. It's energy. It's a multiverse. Everything's connected to the past and what you've done in your past lives, in a prediction of millions of possible outcomes, and using the spirit, what do you want to call it? The spirit computer to project what's going to happen most likely. And we can see the future by going into that meditative dimension.
Yeah. We
need to write a book right now. 1 hour reading. Rock and roll. Okay. These rest of them shouldn't be too long. Maybe not. Who knows? The Shroud of Turin. So the Shroud of Turin was found. It had a face of, people say, is Jesus. It's 14 foot by 3 foot. It's been restored a few times. But people claim it's the what was draped over Jesus Christ when he was gone.
Well, you can definitely see
There's definitely a face there. Yeah.
the face and the arm. I think they've even X-rayed it, haven't they? And they can't. It's almost like a photo negative, like some kind of. I was saying is it was some sort of amazing flash of light happened in that room, like
Right.
the Lord or something, that that radiation or that flash of light made his imprint in the cloth.
Let's see if I can get the angle. Where am I at? Tough to see.
Closer to the screen, to the computer. There, yeah, I can kind of see it.
A little better, but he does kind of look like Jesus, and the other side was kind of like the face negative.
It's definitely somebody.
Definitely somebody. It does kind of look like the prediction of Jesus, what they say he looks
Our
like.
understanding of what he looks like.
Well, Jesus of Nazareth. The fabric burial shroud, they're saying. Which he was wrapped in after the crucifixion.
Yeah, he would have been draped over him.
So, I guess the quick question is it true? Is this shroud draped over Jesus of Nazareth when he passed to create that image? Or was it just a manifestation of someone else hoping it was to make money back in those years ago? Is the Shroud of Turin what they say it is? Or believe it is?
Yes, Diva, like that. So when the atomic explosions happen in Hiroshima, you can see the outlines of the bodies on the wall, right? Where they were in motion or, let's say the blast happened in front of me, my image would be sketched on the wall from the radiation from the blast, right? That same kind of thing on the Shroud of Turin. It could be. Okay.
Possibly, but never heard of any explosions back then.
Well, not an explosion, but like if God showed up, I think there'd be a lot of light in that room where he was.
Well, I got in the description, I have the link to the Wikipedia. All I have to do is type in the Shroud of Turin, and you'll see that picture again. Nope. As far as I can find on the web, that there's no DNA proof or anything because it was so old. As far as I found online, there's no proof that it is him. There was supposedly blood or something, but couldn't grab nothing off of it. I guess the question should be, was the Shroud of Turin ever draped over Jesus of Nazareth? Interesting one to start. Temperance.
I'm not sure. I mean, this is a mighty big question, and I'm already sweating.
So, I have in my main spread, I do have a secretive card of the High Priestess. In an ending position, I have the Moon, another secretive card.
I got the Moon as well.
In the ending, I have, it feels like the ending's more important here. The Justice and Temperance. So I have three major arcanas in the ending. The Moon and Ten of Swords. Okay. Temperance. I'm feeling that it's what the ancient ones want you to believe. Because I have secretive cards here, not factual. Because one, there's also been speculation that Jesus of Nazareth did not die then. And then he lived out his days traveling and died in perhaps England, Scotland, something like that. And I do have Six of Swords on top, the Hermit. It's all moving away cards. Knight of Wands is moving away, taking action. And then I have the Hangman here, which is a reevaluating. And all part in the middle, starting it all is the Wheel of Fortune. Fate's turning, changing direction. Kind of like, this is how we want it to be. It almost feels like, no, it wasn't on him, but this is what we want to be told, kind of thing. On the outskirts is that High Priestess and Five of Swords. The High Priestess is secrets, it's angels, intuition. This is what we want you to believe.
I don't know. Do you think angels left it behind so everyone would have a souvenir of sorts, like something in his image?
So again, in that outcome, we got the secrets, what you want to believe. The Ten of Swords makes me feel like the depiction of Jesus dying on the cross, right? But then we have a balancing going on, a change of fate, and then an angel coming in. So this is more than just this turn,
Yeah, my cards are all over the place. I can't even, I don't know. I think maybe it's too big. Maybe I'm not supposed to read on it. I don't know. It's a mighty big subject. But I felt a cool breeze when I said, do you think it's angels left it behind as like a souvenir? And of course, I don't mean to trivialize it to say souvenir, but as a
Right.
cake or something.
It almost makes me feel, though, that it is a negative of Jesus of Nazareth. And when you talked about angels left it behind or whatever, you know, I looked right at that temperance. The high priestess, I always feels like angelic card too, even though it means secrets at times, using your intuition, the unknown. So there's things unknown about this.
Yes.
But it very well could be an imprint of him. But I'm sensing it doesn't mean he died. You know what I mean? Because I got here, he's moving away. He packed up his family and left. You know, it's like the depiction of what they want to happen, but like leaving a souvenir kind of thing. So let's go with that. Sound good?
I'd love to see it. I must be, is it at a museum or?
Yeah, I guess somewhere
Vatican or anyone?
it's in a case with no air, and it's been restored a few times. It's a cloth, yeah. So I'm just gonna go with that. That it is a negative of Jesus of Nazareth, but something else occurred. Interesting subject. Okay. Where'd my phone go? Next topic is she was in the chat I seen, but for Miss Debbie, Walter James Lopp. He was friends with Paul Manafort and what's his name? Tom Barack, who was part of the inauguration committee. He's pretty wealthy, I guess, and da. He started going back to my head. God. He started some security assurance on Wall Street or something and had a pretty good life. But what Debbie said she worked with him in the 80s at that security company. Bookmarks. That's what I'm trying to find. Jeez. It's in the description. Look him up if you want. It doesn't say anything about Manafort. Debbie gave me the information that he was friends with Paul Manafort and Barack. He passed away on vacation from a supposed heart attack. 51, yeah. He was a financier, started a company, you know. So everything seems cool, his bio. So the questions was quick. Did he not have any dirt, you know, and not have a heart attack? Just a quick thread.
Like foul play.
Yeah, if there was foul play.
Okay. And what was his name again? Lopp?
Walter James Lopp. L-O-P-P. Financier guy in the 80s. Passed away of a heart attack on vacation. But the bigger question is, she wanted to know what Walter thinks of what's going on now. Walter Lopp.
Well, ooh, I got goosebumps. I got a public defender upside down. I wonder if there was any kind of lawsuits he was being threatened with or part of, um, or some kind of lawsuit coming up they didn't want him to testify in.
Oh, there's Debbie. Debbie K. She said she worked with him. Okay.
Was there any kind of lawsuit he would have had to testify or testify against those other men?
Well, I think she said it was a few years before he passed. When she worked with him.
Oh.
Well, Debbie, I had trouble finding him until I used the Walter, and then I got some information from him. But yeah, he went by Jim Lop anyway. Okay. Wheel of Fortune.
And I got satiety. I had to look it up to understand what the word means exactly. It's a satisfied feeling of being full after eating. And then I have the death card. So it could be, he could have been poisoned. He ate something and was poisoned. Something in his stomach that went up and affected his heart, because we have the death card with the heart there. So, or something he ate made, maybe he had a bad diet and he did really have a heart attack. But it's just interesting that the public defender is the first card out.
I'm just getting his health issues. I'm not seeing anything nefarious here on my throw.
Yeah.
The biggest thing to stick out to me is the health of his body, the Wheel of Fortune, and then what he's done from his past. So I think he wasn't a very healthy eater. And then I do have the heart attack here.
This card, this first card could be stress. There might have been legal issues, right? Just causing him stress. And then I think his diet didn't help, and that led to his early demise. I asked if there was foul play, so I don't think I see foul play.
No, I'm not really seeing foul play.
Unless you call stress, unless people were really stressed him out.
There does feel like there's some stress from finances. The 5 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles.
Yeah.
There was a lot of juggling going on. I mean, he's a financier, working with money and stock market and everything.
High stress job, maybe poor diet, drank too much or something.
But I don't think it's nefarious way past. So, Mr. Jamlap, how do you feel about the current dealings with your friends, Paul Manafort and Tom Barack? They're both been in trouble, will be in trouble with the whole. Debbie says his oldest son died young too. He had a heart condition. All right.
Yeah. So
that's what issues with his body, and he had a heart attack. I know. And then Trump lives to be 74, right?
Off a diet of McDonald's and Adderall.
Yeah. Debbie thinks his marriage is in trouble. So that could be the problems with finances a little bit too.
Yeah, that could be the legal problems, having to go to court, fight.
The woman did come up next to that. I didn't see any nefarious things, but I did see the woman right next to financial issues. So How does his spirit feel about his friends? Paul Manafort, Tom Brock.
He sees them fighting. He sees that they're not trustworthy, causing chaos around the world, and turning their backs on others. That's what I see. And oddly enough, they're trying to stop Biden from becoming president. This is my card when Biden becomes president. So yeah, he can see what they're up to. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only.
I got the star, the first one. So that kind of feels like, yeah, I can see what's going on. Watching the demise of Trump, anyway. How does he feel about? Well, I asked about his friends, but then I guess it's connected to Trump, but he sees that too, I guess.
He can see what they're doing.
True.
Not trustworthy. Durr.
There's saying something about the ties and connections of money and bad dealings. There's anxieties there. Of the bad dealings of those. So I'm asking about Manafort and Barack. There's anxieties about their dealings with the Mad King. Let's talking about that first. So yeah, the Queen, the star, he can see everything there. They're in partnership. You got Two of Cups and a Queen of Pentacles next to the star. There's a woman of financial. There's a woman involved here also. I don't think it's Ivanka, because that's usually my Ivanka card, but there's something else going on here.
Let's see.
I think there's a woman. I think he's telling me there's a woman going down. Besides those two. He's mentioning some kind of financier woman.
Yep.
And then there's an investigations.
Corrupt rich man. I have a corrupt rich man next to the main female.
Tom and Jim were besties.
He's married to one of them. Is the woman married to one of these dudes? That's what the wife of one of these guys.
Tom and Jim.
Or the other person have a wife?
Tom Barack. Okay.
And she's pulling some strings behind the scenes. She's connected to high people up on high. Secret meetings. Thievery.
Yeah.
And look, she's the one doing the stealing.
There's some kind of elite people going on. But there's a prosecutor, a high, probably, I'm not sure who. There might be, I mean, someone's bringing them down. Brock's going down too. He's got a tower moment coming. He's warning Tom. There's arguments going on, worries. He's got this tower moment coming. It's all connected with the lovers, Seven of Cups, worry, and then all in the family. So yeah, Mr. Lop is seeing it all, but he's connecting things.
Dude, there's overseas stuff, and I got the Ivanka card. You might be right about Ivanka.
Well, that was my Ivanka card. I mean, I did have a overall energy is another woman. You know, I think she controls the business, the Trump org and everything over Donald because he's a fruitcake. I think he gave everything to her, but
these guys are doing all kinds of stuff for 45.
Wait a minute, they were just there's some kind of report I was seeing about some kind of woman, Chinese woman. Ivanka was what was it? The wife of the ex-wife of Murdoch, the Fox News. She's wealthy. And her and Ivanka are supposedly really close friends.
Mm-hmm.
There's some corruption going on there. Yeah. Didn't expect a Trump rating from Mr. Lop. I just thought he'd say, they're idiots. Them down.
He was showing a whole lot, wasn't he? Maybe he's trying to make it
wrong. Yeah. I don't think Manafort's going to be sitting pretty outside a jail cell either. He got pardoned, you know. Illegally pardoned. Put all these back. Well, thank you, Mr. John. Okay. The Ormus. Healing properties of the Ormus gold medal. Whatever we're going to call it. How long are we at? 1.5. And you needed a boogie win.
I go for a while. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Ormus medal. It's got healing properties. I got to find it again. Another fabulous request of a sub.
So Ormus is this element that's in the human body and produced by the body, I believe, or in the body. And you think alien, it helps, what are the benefits of it? I forget. Sorry.
There's all kinds of health benefits. There's nutritional supplements and whatnot. By using this.
And it's found on Earth. And you were wondering if it's been harvested or dug up by maybe our alien friends for use.
Yeah, that was one of the questions from one of the fabulous subscribers. Trying to, what do they call it? Mono something or other. I spell it right. I spelled it wrong.
Spell check.
Okay. Yeah, did
So speaking of 45, he got impeached today, right?
Yeehaw.
is that going to do anything? Is it going to go to the next stage, or is it just like a little another tarnish on his record?
Right now, it's just a tarnish.
All right.
Minerals. So I think we got before that.
There it is.
Our alien friends definitely harvested minerals.
Orbitally rearranged monatomic elements. Thank you, Don. Ormes.
Thank you. Oh, Jesus.
Thank
Can't
you.
believe this doesn't pop up. But there's something monatomic gold.
Can you pull it up, or do you want me to?
Somehow we can just eat gold and it's good to go. Right? Not King of Ormus.
Hello?
It is.
Hello?
It's wasting people's time. All right. Minerals. Okay. So it has healing properties anyway.
Ormus is a life-saving element found in living beings as well as the earth. The human brain contains 5%, which can be increased with the right amount of eating habits, lifestyle, and behavior. In alternative medicine, they are believed to resolve many severe health issues. So it's really good for healing the body. And it's in all of our body, even in our DNA.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Ruby Blue.
So with this being a very important element, helping the whole body, right?
Yeah.
You had wondered if it was mined by our friend Ormus.
Was this element or whatever, it could have been given to us, through knowledge way back when to help cure the body.
Maybe that's why people lived thousands of years, because they had that and they never got sick.
So we should be drinking Ormus and we'll live to be 150, right?
1,000. Thousands of years old.
Do I really want to live that long?
That'd be a lot of YouTube shows.
When are we going to take a break to go canoeing and stuff? Whitewater rafting.
Well, with 1,000 years, that's a lot of whitewater rafting.
True. Good point.
Whitewater raft all over the world.
Oh my God. You see what Kristen put down?
No.
That QAnon chick is going to file articles of impeachment on Joe Biden the first day.
Honestly.
What a hoot. No, you're frozen right now.
I know, and it's not very flattering.
All right, I'll cover you up. She'll be back. All right. Tell me what's the deal. She's got to connect to a cam yet. You back?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. No, see.
What is going on?
It's Ormus. It's King Ormus. King Ormus came in.
Why? Come on.
Why? So why?
All
Yeah,
right.
click start cam or something.
I did.
Oh, not mute.
No,
Oh,
I'm just trying. All right. I'll try again. Hang on.
she'll be back. Hey, Patricia. Monocycle, using the brain for conductivity. Bible mentions gold prior to women. Male for consciousness. Okay. Crash and burn. Yeah, she's coming back. My chat's a little delayed. Sorry. Creator. So, she's not back yet. We have technical difficulties here, folks. All right, this almost material. I think our ET friends did harvest it. It's kind of weird not talking to anybody. The center is the magician, the creator, making things work here. We have 3 of coins and 6 of wands. So we have some action here, a victory, and a 3 of coins. It's working on things, gaining abilities. And then we have movement, top and bottom of this material. Chariot and 6 of swords. So I think they were harvesting that material long ago. And the sun, I do feel like they shared that information about her, about this property long ago about it. Helps the body, helps the family, and here's a doctor. So I think that was definitely a product that was mined by our alien friends. Definitely. And then the bottom of the deck was Queen of Cups. Healthy body. It's a very interesting element. It is so weird being alone. I think that answers that question. Where's Andrea? All right. How much time we got? 1:40. Bookmarks. The last one, Ricky McCormick. Someone else sent this a while ago, this case. Where are you? 1999. Ricky McCormick. Found 41, found in a field. How do I spell that? Ricky. I think it was in Missouri. Yeah. June 30th, 1999. There was 2 cryptic notes left. Yeah. I think the aliens did take Andrea. Where, oh, where? Hey, Beth, go get him back. Go get her back. Okay. Ricky McCormick. What was it, 41? Where'd it go? He had a couple kids, I guess. Yeah, 41. Not a casual guy, not a great guy. Served some prison time, unemployed, on welfare, had some kids. They found his body in a field 15 miles away from home, a bit decomposed, no clue what happened to him. But there was 2 notes found in his pockets. The weird thing is, no one's decrypted them. What was up with that? It all looks like chicken scratchings. There was parentheses and other stuff, but first, I guess I want to check on Ricky why he passed. What's up with those notes? Yes, they are. Want to go off script? Yeah, it might be easier. Oh, maybe she's back.
Hi.
Hey.
I have
So,
to
yeah.
use my cell phone. My computer won't work anymore.
Oh, no. Well, anyway, I think that almost is harvested material and given from alien friends to heal the body.
Oh boy, I can't hear you very well.
Can't?
It's all
I
like
can.
computer. It goes brrr, brrr when you speak. Can you
Oh,
hear me
no.
okay?
Well, I hear you. Did you look up that Ricky McCormick one then?
Why won't this work?
I see ya.
It's so weird when you talk. It goes. Great.
Okay, Ricky. Hey, it is the new moon tonight.
It's working now. I can hear you properly.
Oh, good. She's back. Anyway, I concluded that element was used by our alien friends and used for health, longevity of life.
I can't hear you all at all. It's all gone. It's garbled. It's like brr, brr, brr.
Weird.
I heard
You remember
that.
the last one? No? It worked a second ago.
Oh, I'm gonna try something. Let's see. You want to say something?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Nice, Dawn. Yeah, you were clear for a second.
There. I got off my Wi-Fi. I guess my Wi-Fi's screwed. So now I'm on cellular. Okay. So what are we reading on?
That last one, Ricky McCormick.
Now it's happening again.
Oh no.
All right. Is Orium or whatever it's called mined by aliens, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Weird.
So I got abundance. There was, at least at one point, a lot, okay, that they could find below the surface. It had the power to heal the aged. It could reverse death. I'm getting excited. So there's a quest, the search for it. So I guess I'll interpret that as a yes. But this stuff's really powerful. Are you there? Okay.
No, your data ain't the greatest. Can you hear me?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
That was great. Now it's great.
Okay, we're in agreement then with that Ormus. So you remember that last one?
Yeah.
Ricky McCormick. He was 41, found in a field, had those 2 cryptic notes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Trying to figure out what happened to him and what's up with those notes.
Yep. Let's see what happened to him.
Okay.
Those cryptic notes. So do you want to ask if the notes are a clue? Or did you already throw?
I threw waiting for you.
Okay. You should hear what I hear. It's so funny. Your voice is like all digitalized. It's like really weird. Okay. Maybe you're a computer.
Strange.
So did you ask if the notes are part of?
I just asked what happened to him in that field and what's up with the notes.
Okay. Whoa. 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 What do you see? Hope I can understand what you say.
It's kind of weird. There's a lot of secrecy to it, but it feels like the family's involved.
I got a group of people. So that was the first card out. So family or a bunch of people. He was definitely targeted. Okay, that's him.
Yeah, I am feeling targeted, but because I got the
Linked.
home and family card first, and then the overall energy is the High Priestess. So that's your secrets, your intuition, your higher guidance.
I wonder if it's some kind of like bad group cult, something like that, with a female leader, or the female got him into it.
He was a bad dude. He wasn't a great dude. He did do some time.
I think he was trying to communicate something with the note. It's some kind of, or someone was trying to communicate something with that note. Secrets revealed when we understand the note. Drugs? I think drugs had something to do with it, under the influence. Oh yeah.
I think he was.
Yeah.
Alcohol and drugs.
Definitely under the influence, which contributed to his death. Something pretty strange happened out in that field. And he did not see it coming. It was quick. Or like a mega. Like a lightning bolt, but not a lightning bolt, but something like poof.
No. There was never any, what do you call it? Cause of death.
But I mean, like the event, whatever it was, like if it was someone chasing him or drugging him or something, it was like, whew, all of a sudden. He wasn't, I don't think he knew he was in a bad situation until it was too late. Now, did he write the notes? Or did someone else write the notes?
I do have a group, something with business.
Yep, I had a group too.
And justice. Someone with a lot of money and power. So it may be a drug ring or something like that. Either he owed them money or he's going to flip on them with justice there.
Yeah. Oh.
Because then I have the Page of Wands Page of Wands and then the Six of Wands. So we have victory, so it feels like he already talked. Temperance is the moon, so that's making me feel like it was a cover-up. Ask if the cops cover this up with the notes. I'm going to put these away and ask. He was someone no one would miss. Maybe he was a snitch. Because I got justice in there. It feels like he flipped to the authorities about some kind of drug cartel or something.
And the note could be part of what he said, or what, if something happens to me, this is who did it.
Well, I don't sense he wrote it, though.
You don't think he wrote it? Somebody else?
That's why I was wondering if the cops or the FBI or whoever did it to throw everyone off and just put them
off the trail.
Off the trail.
Right.
So I want to get there first. Because I'm sensing it's some kind of drug ring or something, but he talked because I got justice in there.
Somebody else write those notes. Cryptic notes. Wow.
Death.
It has to do with death, but they don't know who it is who wrote it or what the cryptic thing means. It will come out in time. Whoa. Whoever wrote it is the guilty party. Yes, guilty and due.
I think you're right. Something will come out, even though it's been 21 years. But this confirms to me that this is what I was looking for. That Knight of Swords. Here's your officers, your DAA or whatever. Judgment and strength. Death over what he knew. So, now I need to figure out if he wrote it or if it was part of a cover-up. Connie thinks it was a forged note. Did Ricky McCormick?
I think Some of it, I don't know, maybe my computer's freezing. Some of it may have had to do with pops. This might have involved someone high up who didn't want legal trouble with this guy's testimony. You saying the cops could have put it in his jacket to throw them off? Because they might have been involved for entertainment purposes only.
I don't think he wrote it. I got the Hermit and the Moon. Secrets, whacked up. Ace of Cups is loving, but then Hermit is a walking away no card. Somebody's either going to figure out what that note means. It feels like it was part. He was like a, what do I call it? Scapegoat. You know, just a pawn. It's like he wasn't nobody, you know. He had a criminal record. No one really cared for him. He was alone. He was a loner.
Yep.
It feels like he flipped on some kind of, criminal organization.
So I don't know if you can see me or hear me, but I'm having a real hard time. I'm not even on my computer anymore.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if I can barely hear you.
Technical issues. You better just call it.
Sorry, everybody.
Hey,
It's hard for everyone.
this stuff happens. Wake up,
kick ass,
kick ass, repeat. All right. Well, thank you, everyone.
Hi.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. Sorry for the last part of technical issues, but hey, the first part was a lot of fun. Rewatch the time. Everything will be cool. Everything will be cool. Can't wait to watch what's going on with the news with Trumpy head, bonehead. So anyway, love and light to all of you. Thanks a lot for being here. Bless you.